Okay, we are still talking about planning your release. So let's get into content management. All right, so you need to have a content marketing strategy in place here for your artist or your music, right? So we're going to start off with taking a look at what we call pillar content. And this is the first part of your content marketing strategy. Then we're going to look at your micro content. We're going to talk about what that is and how important it is and how to do it. And then we'll get into creating your content calendar with the pillar and micro content. Okay, so let's start with pillar content. Think about this. What content can you put out every week as an artist or as a musician, as a band? What content can you put out every week? How often can you actually put out a song, right? Probably not every week, but I know there's some out there that can. But there are different types of content, right? So we could go with videos, right? Maybe you could do videos on YouTube. You could create, like a mini gig or something where you do a live broadcast or you just upload a new video every week. You could do, like I said, live broadcasts. That could be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'm not sure what's going on with Periscope, but maybe Periscope. There's a lot of them out there. You could do audio content, so you could put out podcasts, interviews, songs, radio shows. You could also do written content. That could be blogs or reviews, interviews. And then, of course, images. So, there's four main content types. Images aren't usually one of our main ways of putting content pillars out. However, you can use images, like Beyonce has a blog that's really an image blog. So it falls more under blogs. However, it's not really written, it's images, image-based, right? Okay, so step one, decide on your pillar content and your primary platform. So, right, you might want to go with videos, or maybe you want to go with videos and actually audio. Maybe you want to do both, and that's fine. You just want to be consistent. So let's say you put out one podcast or song every month, and then the other 3 weeks you do videos. Or maybe you do videos every week, and you also, in addition, add a song release every month or two, right? But you want to have your pillar content and your pillar channels, and don't have more than two, right? You want it song and video, or maybe you could just really focus on your audio, your songs as like an album release every once in a while that's actually like a big product release that you want to sell. Well, it wouldn't really be pillar content then, right? Because pillar content is about marketing. So if your music is free, like you just throw it up on Spotify and you put it out for people to, download it or save it or whatever they want to do with it, then that's really called an open music business model. And so your music then can become part of your pillar content. However, if your music is being monetized and that's one of your main revenue streams, then it really isn't part of your pillar content, because in that case it would be a product. Okay, so you have to decide how you're looking at your music. Is your music really the product, or is your music a part of your pillar channel where then you're selling merchandise or you're trying to get people to go to shows to monetize? So just think about that, okay? So your pillar channels could be Spotify. You could use Spotify as a pillar channel. You could upload your music. You could have a podcast there, whatever you like. YouTube is a great pillar channel. You could have weekly videos. Your blog on your own website could be a really great pillar channel. Or you could do some other social platforms like Twitch. That could be your pillar channel, or Facebook Live, Instagram TV. Instagram TV is like the video area of Instagram. It's not just like those little stories or anything, but it's actually IGTV. So let's say that your pillar content is YouTube videos, right? And these YouTube videos then need to come out consistently. And they could be like a music video, and then you could put out, the next week, like behind the scenes footage on the videos. Then another video you could put out could be like an interview, and then a live show. So they could all be different types of videos, but they just need to be consistent, right, that you're putting them out. Now, once you have your idea of what it is your pillar content is, you want to create a strategy. The best content strategy today is repurposing and repackaging your content. So repurposing means that you're giving new meaning or new purpose to the content. So what does that look like? You're going to turn one piece of content into lots of content. So let's say that your pillar content is at the top here. Maybe it's a music video or videos, right? Maybe it's songs on Spotify. Maybe it's a blog, whatever you choose it to be. That would be your pillar content at the top. Then you want to repurpose that content into what we call micro content. So now you take that video and you put like a clip on Instagram. You put a thumbnail on Facebook, right? You have Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn. You have so many different social media areas that you can jump into with micro content. So step 2 then is create that micro content. And the micro content, you'll need that surrounding your pillar content every week. So this is a good example of micro content. It's a mini teaser clip for Instagram story, right? So you took that video from YouTube that you created and you created a mini teaser clip, and then you post it to Instagram story, right? And you can do this the day before the release, to kind of just tease everybody about it. And then the day of the release of the actual content, you could actually post a little bit more about it. Hey, did you watch it? What did you think? Ask them a poll, And I am currently, now we know that apps and platforms change a lot with the different tools that we can use for like doing this kind of thing. But just to let you know what I am currently using, I'm using tube2gram.com, and that's T-U-B-E, tube, and then 2 as in the number 2, and then gram, G-R-A-M.com. Tube2gram.com allows you to make 1-minute video clips out of your actual video. So if you have a video up on YouTube, you can then go there to tube2gram.com and you can click download for Instagram, and then it will create a little 1-minute clip, and you can send it to your own email, and then you can open your email on your phone and just upload it right there into Instagram. Super simple. Okay, so you can also post video thumbnail that you created for YouTube on Twitter and on Facebook. So you are now repurposing your thumbnail from the original content area into other platforms to promote it and to get people to go watch it. To create my thumbnails, I actually use Canva, canva.com. It's a really good resource, and you've probably played around with it before. It's pretty popular, but if not, that's what I use. So you can also repurpose like quotes and lyrics from music or something that the artist said, and you can put that on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or wherever you like. That's another way. Now, a little hint here. You can watch comments on your pillar channel, so say YouTube, to see what the micro content should be. So looking at this one right here, this is a little screenshot from a music video on YouTube, and I believe it was probably Taylor Swift on this one, but you can see that people are here saying certain things about the actual video. Let's see. The set after the filming of this video, a nightmare for cleaners. So, you could take some of these things that people are saying, and then you can actually play around with the idea and see what people are focusing on, and then create your pillar content, your micro content around it. So yeah, so it says, remember at the top, remember where she when she would play the fiddle, now she's burning iPhones. That's pretty funny. So you could actually take that and show like a meme of her playing the fiddle and then her burning iPhones and just kind of say, hey, check out what she's doing now instead of playing the fiddle. So you can see, I know that's not a great idea, but you can kind of see how you might do that. You can kind of play around with some things there. Okay. So then after repurposing, you want to repackage content. So repackaging content, you take the same content and you put it in a different package. The music industry, grew massively with repackaging. They made a ton of money every time they come out with a new music format. So it was tape cassettes for a long time, and then it was like, oh, now we have CDs. So now you've got to go and buy all of your music again in CD format, right? So you can repackage your content by platform with social media. So let's say you have that music video on YouTube. Well, now you can repackage it for Instagram TV and Facebook. And you can do that like a week later. You definitely want to spend your first week of your release of that content focusing on that pillar channel and sending everybody there to get it the most views, right? But then the following week, after it's kind of burned out a little bit, then you can say, all right, I'm going to upload it here on my other channels so that people can actually watch it there, and it will help it to get more traction there as well, right? So step 3, now you want to create your content calendar. So now that you have your pillar and your micro content, now you want to actually put it together to figure out when you should post what. So first you create a little outline for your pillar content, and so you can see here on the left, and I gave you guys this, so you can see here on the left that we have, you know, song, video, blog, podcast title. Now you can change that to whatever you want. You could even put just pillar content if you want there, but I was trying to give you some ideas on what your pillar content could be. And then you can see status, and if you go over to the right, you can see status key. And so status key shows, you know, where it's at. Is this content in draft mode? Is it in outline mode? Is it under review? Is it getting adjustments or edits? So where is it at? Published already. So you put the status there. And then you can see the project and file information in the blue where you can grab the thumbnail off Dropbox. It has the link there, right? The video file, where's that? The SEO link for like, the SEO link would be like an SEO card for YouTube where you find out what are the hashtags and things like that. So these are all the links for the files. And then you have the content info. And the content info would be like, what is our call to action? What are our hashtags? What playlist are we putting this into? Right? So that is your pillar content outline. Next, you want to look at your micro key. Now this micro key is where you are coming up with your micro content ideas. Now I give you a little bit of a skeleton here that you can play around with. This is a lot of stuff I use. And you can see that I have it broken down by platform. Now depending on what platforms you use, you're going to have your own list. But yeah, I have Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, and email. And if you look up here, Instagram stories, 15-second hype trailer. So that would go like the day before. So the teaser video post to the feed, and then we have Instagram TV, 2-minute mini vertical video to promote the new video. So going over, you can see like Twitter, post video thumbnail on Twitter, right? Graphic teaser. YouTube, video title. And that video title is because that would be the main pillar that we're focusing on. So just put the video title there. You could put song title, and you can have one for, you know, Spotify, whatever you want to do here, right? But this is just like your key. So every week it's kind of easy for you to put together your content calendar. And here is your actual content calendar. What you're going to do is you're going to take that micro key and you just copy and paste into that week. And then I color code by content. So if I'm putting up this new video, right, so video title on Friday, you see where it says YouTube video title, right? So I'm going to color that green, and then I make sure that everything promoting, all the micro content promoting that pillar content is the same color. Or you could do like purple for the video title for YouTube, and then just go with green around it. So that way you just have this cluster around it, and you know that the green signifies we're working the promotions on this particular pillar. So however you like to color code works, that's just how I do it. So just want to show you how I do it. Anyways, that was your content marketing strategy. Develop your pillar content, your micro content, and create your content calendar. And that's it.